Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. Well, thank you very much for having us. Great to be here to talk about one of my favorite topics, and that's small businesses and entrepreneurship and how that relates to the city's growth, its health, and its vitality. Many of you are aware that at a very early age, in my life here in D.C., my family opened up a small business right up the street. Literally about a half a mile from the hotel we're in. It was in that small business on the retail floor that I learned a lot of the lessons that I now use as mayor. The customer is always right. Managers stay on the retail floor. Know your inventory, focus on your strengths, and by all means, hire great people. But there are some other things that have been very important to me that I would have learned at an early age and harnessed as a lawyer and elected official. One, this is a fantastic city for a small business. It is a place where customers want to shop in their neighborhoods, where they want to have access to all of the amenities within walking distance. We have not always had that in D.C., and that is where I believe the government can step in. It is our job, I think, to be able to make sure that all of the neighborhoods in D.C. have the critical mass that an Adams Morgan or a DuPont Circle has, so that you can feed into a wide variety of businesses. That is why we have worked very hard on smart growth. You'll see the great turnaround of the Columbia Heights over the past 4 years that we've been in office. You see the great work we've done around Southwest Waterfront in near Southeast to create more residential properties around there. Going east at Minnesota and Benning, you'll find a new multi-family 200-plus unit apartment building coming in, which is going to have ground floor retail, and hopefully do the same thing in quote-unquote downtown Ward 7, that we've been able to do on U Street and on Lower Georgia Avenue. So that smart growth, that creating of density, we believe is very important to support and sustain small businesses citywide. Growing up, I remember my parents, besides wanting the government to stay out of their way as small business owners, they wanted the government to make sure the neighborhood was clean and safe. Neighborhoods like Adams Morgan have certainly gotten more clean and more safe since 1984. Other neighborhoods need to continue to follow suit. We have worked very hard with the chief of police in putting hundreds of police officers on the street. Worked very hard with our Department of Public Works to have things like the Green Team and to work with different business improvement districts. This is critical towards supporting small businesses. The bigger business owners, they can hire people to wash down the sidewalk and maybe even hire extra security. Our small business owners will survive only if the government is making the neighborhood clean and safe, and the customers want to be able to come in to their businesses. We also have worked very hard on human capital. This city has got to have an education system that at the end of the day moves people who graduate out of high school in D.C. into the workforce. For all of my life, as the school system went downward, and the graduation rates dropped, as the dropout rates went up, as the literacy rate went down, and we had kids reading further and further below their grade level, what we were doing is certainly hurting the young people who grew up in the city. But from a business perspective, if you can't hire people who grew up right in the neighborhood, then you're not having that cohesiveness, and you're not having that sense of community that I think small businesses in cities should be about. So that is one of the reasons why we have been so aggressive on education reform over the past 4 years, and we certainly look to continue it. And the other thing I think being a son of a small business owner has taught me is we have to support all types of small business and all types of small business owners. When Adams Morgan's a very diverse place. You have certainly GLBT business owners, non-GLBT business owners, minority business owners, women business owners. One of the things that I think makes a great neighborhood fantastic is diversity. The same thing is true about the business community. If we can have lots of different types of owners owning businesses in neighborhoods, we will have a greater diverse place for our community and for our shoppers. So I know I'm probably close to being out of time. Look forward to talking through these issues throughout the forum, and then look forward to working with them, with all of you, for another 4 years as mayor of the District of Columbia. Thank you for having me this morning.